guys, welcome to a daily or weekly vlog. I'm not really sure how long this vlog is going to be, but I thought it would make a nice change to do a vlog. So I've had a really nice relaxed chilled morning. I got up around 10, so I let myself sleep in. Basically you can tell from this happening under here that I had to get up early for work quite a few days in a row, and my body just hasn't had enough sleep, so I've just let myself have a really relaxing morning. I came downstairs, had some breakfast, had a cup of tea, and I read 50 pages of the book that I'm currently reading, which is Wind Witch by Susan Dennett. But I thought I would just show you guys what a typical day in my life looks like, I guess, and pretty much looks like this most of the time, apart from today is going to be quite a bit of like a wrap up and catch up day for me. Ooh. I'm just going through my emails right now. Actually, I don't know if I should hide anything. I'm just going through my emails at the moment. Yeah, so I had my shower, I have made myself a fresh cup of tea. I also need to read Truman Capote's In Cold Blood before Thursday, where I have an assessment on it, and I haven't even read up to halfway through the book just yet because I really struggled to get through the first 10 pages, so I really do need to sit down and read this.
Which are nothing important, but I have 18 emails in this collection right now that I need to go through and have a look at. So I've already done one of those emails, so that one can be deleted already as of yesterday.
This is currently my downloads file. As you can see, it is insane. There's so many downloads. This is all based from college work, and you can see like I'm not even all the way down to the bottom yet. So yeah, this keeps going for a while, but what I'd say is don't do a me. This is like a week's worth of not saving, well, I'm not putting them into their actual folder. Here you guys go, you can see this is pretty much what my folders, my download folder normally looks like. So yeah, you can see this is where I just keep all of my downloads. Very simple, all in folders, because that's just the easiest way. They're named by alphabet, which I kind of don't like because I wish I could put like all of like college work together, which I could have if I just did a college folder. And then if I show you guys something else as well that I do, any work that I have done goes into my documents, into my isolation work folder, and you can see I've just divided it very simply into the 4 things that I have. So I have my core studies, which is basically tutor, English, law and sport, but probably the best one to show you guys will be my sport folder, because you can see here we have all of the different sections for the paper. So we have paper 1 section A, paper 1 section B, paper 1 section C, and then paper 2 section A, paper 2 section B, and then there will be a paper 2 section C coming up in here as well. Then we also have some random stuff that doesn't belong in those folders just as of yet. I've been through all of my English folders. I have no English work to do, which is pretty good, apart from be ready for the exam, which is fine. I'm just going to save some notes that I made yesterday in the lesson. Okay guys, so I just watched the video that he asked us to watch, where he gives us some help and examples on questions. I have about 3 pages of notes. Basically it's just like an exam question answer advice, because we haven't done a lot of exam questions for a while. I love the way that he does his lessons. Basically he lies it out in a YouTube video where he has the PowerPoint in the background, and we have a little webcam of his face on there as well, so he's explaining stuff and going through the PowerPoint like he would in lessons, which is really helpful. I actually really like that format of teaching because it makes you feel like you're in college even if you're not. I'm going to go ahead and start planning these answers to these questions, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to write my plans, and I'm going to allow myself to have a break for lunch, and then I'm going to come back and write the answers. guys, so as you hopefully saw, I woke up at 8:30 naturally. I did set an alarm for 9 o'clock just in case I didn't get up because I had some work that I wanted to do before my one-to-one meeting with my sport teacher. It is 11:10 in the morning, so I got up at 8:30. I kind of lounged away around for half an hour. I finished off the whole PowerPoint that I had to finish, so the whole presentation is done now. I also did a 15 marker this morning, and I finished at 20 to 10, which is then when I got an email from my sport teacher just to say that she's ready for one-to-ones. Whenever you're ready, just jump into the call. So that's what I did. I jumped into the call. I did my 10-minute one-to-one. Hi guys, so I thought that I was going to have a shower now, even though I've already put concealer and mascara on, but I've changed my mind. I'm going to shower tonight instead. It is now 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so I'm going to give myself an hour to read as much of In Cold Blood by Truman Capote as I possibly can. Like I said, this is the book that is for my English assessment that is coming up on Thursday, and I have yet to read the book, which is really bad. Normally the first thing that I do is read the book, but I just couldn't get into this, and yesterday night I picked this up when I got in from work, just before I went to bed, and I got to page 17 before I literally fell asleep with the book in my hand. Like, I didn't even get to put the bookmark down, I just fell asleep. And I woke up this morning to the book on the floor. Hi guys, so as you can tell, I'm looking very, very different. I put on some jeans and a bodysuit to make me feel like I am human, because surprisingly so, I am. Yeah, I also washed my hair and went in the shower. That's how come I now have no makeup on, just a little bit of moisturiser. I am up to page 70 in Truman Capote's In Cold Blood. This is an extremely dense book. So currently I'm 22% of the way through the book, and what I really need to get, I would say, is about like 50% of the way through today. Even though the assessment is tomorrow and I'm working tomorrow morning for 4 hours, 7 to 11, I'm not going to have enough time to finish the book, and I've just realised that it's probably a little bit unrealistic to try and read the book the day before the exam. I am going to keep going with this though. Hi guys. Good morning. It has just gone. My cat's meowing at me. 6 o'clock in the morning. I've been up since 5:30. I have work at 7, so I have about 45 minutes to get myself organised. As you can hear, make myself a cup of tea in the background. Just make myself a bowl of Special K cereal. I am tired, let me tell you that. But I've got a 4-hour shift today, 7 till 11. I'm going to come home. I've got a one-to-one then with my law teacher at 11:30. So I should have 15 minutes. When I get home, I should have 15 minutes to spare, so probably gonna make myself a cup of tea and some lunch in that time. Then go to the 10-minute, like the one-to-one call with my law teacher, and then I have an English exam at 12:45. Okay everybody, so it is Friday the 3rd of July, and I thought I would just end this vlog here. Didn't really get to vlog too much yesterday, I'm so sorry about that. I was in a bit of a flustered state yesterday. Of course I went to work in the morning, then I got home at about 11:20 because I was a bit late to get off with my till. So I had like 10 minutes to get ready for my one-to-one. I had my one-to-one, that was all good, everything seemed alright with that. I had about like 40 minutes to prep for my English exam, just to get anything collected together that I wanted to have surrounding me. Set up my Word document, like get it all prepped for the exam, to copy and paste a question into it and then write my answer into. Had my charger plugged into my laptop. I was just sorting out my workspace, making sure there's nothing around me to distract me, including my phone, my camera, and my iPad, because I find that I get myself really distracted. Then afterwards, my brother actually needed to go to the range, which is such an amazing story. If you guys haven't been to the range and you live in the UK, definitely go, especially if you are looking for like room decor and stuff like that. Like my paintings that are in my room are from the range. And when we were in the range, I got myself a plastic box to put I got myself a little storage box to put A4 paper in and some notepads and stuff. So I have some of my GCSE level sport books that I decided to keep to one side, because obviously I took an A level in sport and some of the stuff does recap, but we add extra information over the top, so we won't go over the foundation basics again. you just add on top of the knowledge that you already have, so it's good to have those books with me. So I just put them into those boxes instead of my IKEA drawers because they will cave in otherwise. And then whilst there, I've been wanting to do a paint by numbers since lockdown started, and I just couldn't find any that I liked. So I got this free pack of paint by numbers, and I have currently been working on this one right here. This is the dolphin one that is on the front. You can see the colours are very different, but yes, I'm working on the dolphin one right now, and I just thought, do you know what? I'm just gonna have a good time and let myself relax today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you're new around here and would like to see more videos from me, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one. Bye!